Is Kyle here? I can't see him.
Yeah, no, it's weird. He's hiding behind this big fucking monitor that apparently no one can see in this shot.
Yeah, it's called movie magic.
It's weird. It's really big, and it's right here, in case anybody's wondering.
All right, guys, welcome to the KAP Show. So first of all, I think we should start this show by saying we wish no ill will to anyone that we're talking about. We're just simply reacting.
That we're talking about? Like
that.
That's funny. Okay.
Like, we're just, this happened to be a current event, and let's
Yeah,
start.
hopefully we don't like, offend anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no one should be offended.
No one should be? I said hopefully we don't.
What?
I said hopefully we
can't-
don't. You can't say they shouldn't be. But hopefully we don't offend them.
No one should be.
So,
offended?
okay, here. So,
They're allowed to be offended if they want. I'm just saying I hope we don't offend them.
No one should be offended.
You're saying they're not allowed to be, basically.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be. I'm saying hopefully they don't. They aren't.
Oh, so okay, he's saying.
God, full circle. Thank you.
All right, cool.
So,
I'm glad we got there.
Have you guys,
They shouldn't.
have you guys seen this?
Oh, I meant they
video?
probably won't be. Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
Have you guys seen the video of
Hopefully they're not.
Pewds accidentally slipping on the N word?
What did you
here?
call him? Pewds?
Yeah, PewDiePie.
Wait,
No.
so who is this guy?
So he's
Because
like,
I never heard of him until 5 seconds ago.
Kyle's mentioned him before, but I don't know
okay,
if
so
he's a gamer or something.
number one, he's like
Is
the,
he the-
he's the biggest YouTuber on YouTube.
Biggest YouTuber.
Yeah, 57 million subscribers.
Oh wow.
The biggest YouTuber on YouTube, and I haven't heard of him?
Yeah, can we get him on the KAP Show?
You got probably not.
Oh.
Wait, he has the most subscribed?
57 million.
More than Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Really?
What
so
does
what
Joe
does he
Rogan
do?
have?
Maybe 8.9.
So-
Check it out. I don't know.
That's it?
Yeah, check it out.
Compared to this
Joe
guy?
Rogan only has like 1.
Oh, it's 1.6, isn't
Yeah,
it?
1.6 or something.
What?
Yeah. Wait, so 57 million
Yeah.
of subscribers?
He'll get like 4 million views of video. Like he'll upload a video one day, the next day like 4 million views. Like he's just like
He has
does daily
1.7. Joe Rogan. 1.7. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
And so
what's his name? PewDiePie?
yeah, his name is Felix.
PewDiePie
his
is like his YouTube
PewDiePie
name.
is his name, but yeah,
He's
he
strictly
was
just a gamer? Like that's what
just a
he
gamer, yeah. And he did like this prank, and people freaked out, and but I don't think.
And they didn't like him because of that prank?
Well,
Like
that's when like the whole
yes.
Wall Street Journal thing, the whole Wall Street Journal article came out on him.
I don't
and,
know
like,
about that article.
Yeah, and it basically
What article?
it created this
Shitstorm?
this shitstorm for YouTube. So
Oh yeah, now they have like
Yeah.
these algorithms where automatically
Yeah,
will,
like,
will
it'll-
take out things that are maybe
offensive.
Like you mean
Right.
comment? in
Actually,
Like-
it's actually having the opposite effect of what they're doing, because once they do
so
that,
Google's doing this now too, right? Right?
Yeah, well, YouTube is owned by Google, so
Yeah, so this is just freedom of speech going away? Is this what you're gonna say?
it's funny because the more they try to censor, the more attention it brings to these particular videos.
Right.
So they call it, I guess, the
But they're censoring
Streisand
out-
effect. But anyway,
They're censoring
so,
out good things though. I mean bad things.
but here's the problem: is that the algorithm doesn't get it right all the time.
What are they censoring out?
They
Exactly.
censor out like
Hateful-
anything that can be deemed hateful. Like they'll take like the comment abilities off. They'll take. I mean, it's an issue. It's an issue because it's really damaging the platform. Like,
So are they not letting certain people post videos?
If there's something that could possibly be offensive, they'll just either take the ability away to like it or to comment on it. I mean,
But they can't
really,
get rid of. But they can't get rid of the video.
they can. If it's bad enough, I guess they could take down. I don't know, like the entire. In fact, if anyone, there's probably 1 million users out there, viewers that know way more than me. I'm doing my best to explain this, but it's.
Yeah, I just heard briefly
It's an
about
algorithm. It's like an algorithm they go through and they find out if something's offensive, and like it's like a computer that just like, but they get it
Finds
wrong.
out what's offensive or
Yeah,
not. That's
yeah.
strange.
And it's having the opposite effect. I mean, because once you see something flagged, they'll say, "Oh, this video has been flagged by YouTube. Watch it," and then you get 10 times more viewers.
Really?
In fact, I want to look up.
that's funny.
They call it the Streisand effect. They say like when. In fact, I can look that up for you guys.
Why is it called the Streisand effect again? Because what happened with her?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Actually,
What happened with Streisand?
No idea. Barbara
Yeah,
Streisand?
you do.
So
No.
I think she said the N-word.
did she?
Barbara Streisand?
Okay, so basically, I'm here on Wikipedia. Because the Streisand effect is the phenomenon whereby an attempt to hide, remove, or censor a piece of information has the unintended consequence of publicizing the information more widely, usually facilitated by the internet.
Okay, so
What did she do? To
Yeah.
get,
So yeah,
what
so
did-
it's Barbara Streisand in 2003 attempted to suppress photographs of her residence in Malibu, California, inadvertently drew further public attention to it.
so I was real wrong.
Yeah, so
her
I guess
place, her house, like
so I don't know what. Yeah,
I thought that was Oprah's house.
so instead of being suppressed, it says here that the information receives extensive publicity. It's like when you put, it's like telling kids like, oh, don't look at that or don't push the red button,
Yeah.
or like they're gonna do it. It's gonna bring more attention to it. So
Yeah.
it had the
okay.
reverse
So
effect.
what's up with this PewDiePie guy?
So PewDiePie, he was doing
He
a live
posted a video.
doing a live stream the other night, and he I guess.
Do you want
he's
to show it?
in the
Do you want to
moment?
show it?
Yeah. So and have you guys seen this?
No,
yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
We don't even know who this
No.
guy is. You've mentioned him
No.
before, but
Okay, so here's a video. It'll
What it was? This was live stream.
live stream. Yeah.
Well, what's gonna happen? He says
Or-
he's gonna say
or-
the N word.
does he?
Here, I'll play it for you.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, because it says okay.
So this is the live stream.
So the title of the video gives it away already, so I already know what he's gonna do. But
Okay. Okay. So here you go.
So they can see it too, right?
God
Yeah.
fucking damn this fucking gun.
Is he British?
that's him talking.
No, it's his friend.
Is that him?
Are you down?
Yeah.
I see him. Fuck, I gotta heal.
What the fuck? He's licking his beard.
What the fuck is
One
he?
behind the orange car.
What? What the fuck is happening?
What? He's so confused.
What the hell was that? The potato was fucking insane. I was holding
they
it
British?
so fucking
Somebody
straight.
asked that.
Like, yeah.
What game is this? Does it say?
He looks pretty cool.
What a fucking nigger. Jeez,
Oh.
oh my god. What the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck?
What?
What a fucking asshole.
He-
I don't mean that in a bad
You don't need me what in a bad way.
He's laughing.
Why would he do that? Legit, why would he do that?
Did you kill the other
He
one?
right now.
Yeah.
So he's
Hold on. Is he talking to someone
Okay,
else?
so I'm gonna stop because this.
Fuck's sake.
so someone did something like stupid or
So-
something. And he,
I'm sorry. Anyway, so I saw his like in that moment when he realized what he said.
Yeah.
I literally saw his entire like consequences flash before his eyes.
Can
like,
you do it one more time? Like just play it one more time. I want to see his face again because I was kind of
Yeah.
just
and
watching
he
the game.
immediately tries to like justify it, where
He
was like,
because he immediately
like, so-
knows what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Can you play it again? Because I was looking at the game. I want to see his face.
Okay.
I was looking more at the game, just quickly,
God fucking damn this fucking gun.
because the game's like kind of like addicting.
by
This
making
is
it seem
by the
like-
way, if I pause it, this game is called PUBG, Player Unknown's Battleground. It's like a game where you
Online game, I'm assuming.
yeah, it's online. You go and you start with nothing. You got to go find all your. It's a really fun game, but
Okay.
and you can do teams or solo. But this is obviously with another guy. I'll press.
Yeah, because he's playing. Because I can hear someone
You're
else's
down.
voice in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see him. Fuck, I gotta heal.
This is where he licks his mustache.
Yeah, it's weird. He's looking at his beard like
One
that.
behind the
It's
orange
strange.
car.
What? What the
All
fuck's
these
happening?
controversial guys have the blonde highlights.
What the hell was
Okay, I'm
that?
looking at
The
his face.
potato was fucking insane. I was holding it so fucking straight. Like, yeah.
What happened right there?
What a fucking nigger. Jeez, oh my god. What the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck? What a fucking asshole. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Okay.
So anyway, you get the joint. You get the gist. But
He's making it seem like whatever the
So-
other guy did was like so crazy, so that
Yeah, what- can-
justified what I just said.
Can you kind of just do you know what the other guy did in the game? I don't.
I don't know. Honestly,
guess it's not
mean,
important.
here's the thing. Here is like this isn't justifying it. Obviously, it's in clearly bad taste. It's clearly it's very 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 taboo thing to say. But what I want to get, yeah, it's like I mean like dude, like there's like literally nothing worse that you could say in the public world than probably that right now.
This was a live stream video.
It's a
he
live
did.
stream.
So
you
he
can
realized
see
what
him
he
like he's
said,
like,
and he's
oh
like, oh.
fuck.
Did he keep going on? Like how long did it last afterwards?
It was.
Like did he keep playing the game or did he like? kind
I
of
think
sign off?
he probably shut it off. I don't know. But let's just first get this out of the way. What he said, really shitty. In the online gaming world, I'm not defending anything like that. Like people shit talk so much. I mean, it's like that's actually like of all the things that it's saying like online chat. It's like You hear that just all the time. I'm not saying, I'm not defending it by any means, but I want to get back on track because I want to talk about what this guy does.
Okay.
So Sean Vanneman, right?
Like it's his job. What? Okay.
This guy is I'll read you his little bio right here. He is the co-founder of Campo Santo, a video game company. He's and he also co-directed this other game called Firewatch. Anyway, so he doesn't have anything to do with PlayerUnknown's Battleground, right?
The game that PewDiePie was playing.
What is Firewatch?
Yeah. Firewatch is
Fire's
a
different
video
game.
game. He says, we're filing a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie's Firewatch content and any future Campo Santo game. So this guy, first of all, he sees what PewDiePie does. First of all, let's understand what a DMCA. None of us are lawyers, so I'm literally.
I don't know what that whole
definitions.
sentence means.
Yeah,
So
go back to this-
I'm gonna explain
Go back
this
to the
to you.
sentence though, because Paul's missing some words. Go back to the Twitter.
Okay.
Okay. So he says we're following DMC down PewDiePie. So what's Firewatch content?
Is
What's that?
a video game. So like streaming content.
Okay, so he can't stream on Firewatch.
So, no,
Okay,
no,
and what's
let me explain to you.
future Campo Santos games
Okay, so Campo Santos is the company
that makes
that
Firewatch?
that makes the game Firewatch, and you can stream it to Twitch, you can stream it to Ustream, all
Okay.
these different places. So he says that basically,
So DMC.
DMCA takedown,
Okay.
guys.
It's a
None of us are
DMV.
lawyers, so we're just literally reading off definitions here. But
Yeah.
When content is removed from a DMC takedown is when content is removed from a website. So basically. The owner of the
self-explanatory.
copyright of the content, yeah. So like under copyright law.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? The video we just watched might ask us to take the video we're making.
No, it
right
won't.
now.
It won't because we're commentating on it. We didn't steal anything. We're talking about the video, so we're allowed to show it. But so anyway, Sean.
Smart guy. Over
So Sean Vanneman says, this just reminds me of someone who's. First of all, I think this is going to backfire in his face.
here. Sean.
Yes, because the reason being is because he is. I have a feeling that he's kind of grandstanding here because he had no problem when PewDiePie plays a game like Firewatch. You get
Just
like
gets more attention,
I mean,
right?
like they probably printed out 100,000 more games. You know what I mean? Like they probably
Okay.
printed out. They probably printed out like a ton because they
Okay,
know.
so-
They're like, oh my
So
god, PewDiePie's
could-
playing our game.
They clearly make money off this guy, right? So
Yes.
then, why do you have a problem with what he's doing?
Because I have a problem with because he's all of a sudden because this is what because look, I am sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money off of what we make. He's basically trying to
He makes the video game, this guy?
he makes a video game, but he doesn't even make the game that he was playing. So he just wants to go after him for this one word that would say, are you going to go after everyone else that streams that's like 10 times, that says like that shit, but like 10 times worse? Like they're not like, it doesn't slip. They say it like,
Well, you can see a difference in someone who has no followers saying it, and then someone who has 57
Absolutely,
million subscribers
absolutely.
on YouTube saying it. His word travels further than someone else's.
so,
So you can understand how you can get more upset with someone who has
But are you
has
gonna
a following.
But are you going to file a copyright claim? Here's like, so, and if you go to their site, it says, can I stream this game? Can I make money off of those streams? And it says right here, yes, we love people that stream and share their experiences in the game. You are free to monetize your videos as well. It doesn't hurt to let us know on Twitter when you're live. We might show up in your chat. So are they going to like go after
So they're
everyone?
clearly saying, please share the game.
Please, yeah.
Live stream the game. Cool. We want it. It's good for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the guy that he's trying to take off made a racist comment. He said something racist.
He's saying, but if
He
you
used a
say the
racist-
N word, then we're gonna take it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's
we don't want you being.
right.
We don't want you on our site. If you're gonna use the N word, we don't want you on our site.
But okay, then there are a bunch of this is the weird thing is that there's a bunch of other YouTubers that have said nasty stuff like that. It's what's that guy's name? I'll find it. I'll put it in the
who
link. But-
used the word in a similar setting, or
yeah, like
Okay.
and they say it and they're almost like they don't even care. Like so here we go.
Well, a lot of people in general, I think, use that word freely.
yeah, and it's like it's a shitty word. I mean, but like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah.
So
Oh, so Sean Vanneman is just he might not even take it down, but he feels obligated to do whatever he's doing to make that claim, to
I'm just
say what he just
basically,
said,
I mean, it seems like
to say that, to show that he cares.
that he
Yeah.
cares. But I also think that a lot of these we were talking about this earlier. I think that a lot of these multi-million-dollar companies, first of all, they're cutthroat as hell to get to where they are.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of these companies are pretending to be outraged. They know what the gaming community, how nasty the gaming community like can get, and it's not. I honestly don't think that it's actual racist people. I don't like. I mean, I believe it or not, I just don't think that he has any like animosity towards.
Well, has PewDiePie displayed any other forms of racism?
He's made those off-color jokes. He's made like about the anti-Semitic stuff. I think that he just. I don't know what happened.
He might not actually be be racist, but he could be insensitive to the fact that people are offended by
and then
his
for
racist jokes or words that he uses.
And
These companies, so they're pretending to be outraged. You're saying,
I just feel
they're being overly outraged,
they're grandstanding.
so that it doesn't for money.
For money.
So and then since they're fakely outraged, that creates other people to be outraged as well. So they're creating all this nonsensical outrage, all because of capitalism.
It's because it doesn't know, but
It always goes back to capitalism.
Well, you said no, but that's exactly what you were kind of saying.
Well, because of they're allowed to do. Okay, first of all, my objective here is to say like, look, it's the thing with capitalism, right? Is it creates competition for multiple companies, so you can actually provide. We're talking about products, right? We're talking about something like a video game, right? You want competition within video games. That's what kind of pushes the industry forward. You want competition with technology companies. It pushes the industry forward.
You usually want competition in everything.
So usually, yeah.
I don't like competition.
I know it's usually losers can't play in the competition field.
We don't want to
They
play.
have to compete.
We don't want to play.
You don't want. What do you want to do then?
We'll play by ourselves. Fuck your game.
Okay, so let me bring something else up to you. So
He said, "Fuck your game."
so okay, not too long ago in June.
Wait, are we done talking about PewDiePie?
No, we're not. We're not. I
Okay.
want to
No,
get what
now
you.
it's another
what you,
article or something.
Okay, something else.
It's another article when
New Yorker, which is great. Love the New Yorker.
where Bill
Is that
Maher.
sarcasm? Is that sarcasm?
No,
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when Bill Maher
love Bill Maher.
said, you know, he's
Oh yes,
he said the
He
same
used
thing.
that was pretty recently. Used the N word. I actually was watching that episode.
And he
Oh,
did
really?
it and
Yeah, it
and
was
he's
live.
he's you know, clearly he's a liberal, right?
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, you know, there's like it's usually
He has to specify. He's not saying this
it's
is a bad thing
u-
because he said it before it's a bad thing.
what
But
I'm
anyway.
saying is that it's like it's usually racism and things like that is I think it's falsely associated with conservatives.
I wouldn't say falsely,
But
but definitely not falsely.
Yeah, I think
I would say most racists are conservative. I don't think you can be liberal and be racist.
well then,
You're walking a different road.
no,
You're on a
I
different
think
path.
that you absolutely unless you want to redefine what racism is, the generalization of a race.
Yeah, that's what racism is.
So, but they want to redefine racism to the generalization of a minority, meaning so that no one can be racist to the majority of whatever the population is.
Right. That's new. That's
like the new definition.
Okay,
And
well, let's not
then
go
a
into
liberal
racism. Let's-
technically can't be racist because they'll say, "Oh, white people can't be racist." Therefore, it's a generalization of
because they're not
white people
They're not the oppressed.
because they're not the oppressed. Yeah, but that is a new definition. So what I'm trying to say here is that if he's on the left side, right? If he's a liberal,
He
right?
is.
He's a liberal.
Yeah.
And I like
He's great.
Bill Maher. Yeah.
Says a lot of great things.
He's funny.
Very funny.
And he
By the way,
said
Katy Perry had to apologize for having braids.
it's
What?
stupid. See,
Well, let's
people
not
are
jump
tired
around.
of this.
Let's
Okay.
not jump
Okay,
around.
don't
Go
jump
to Bill
around.
Maher.
Stay on topic.
So he says this thing, right?
I can say, yeah. So
And he says it in the heat of the moment.
he was talking to, I don't know if it was a senator or someone who,
Senator
owns-
Ben Sass.
yeah, he owns a farm. He owns a farm, and the senator goes, "Hey, we would really love to have." I think the interview's ending. He goes, "We would really love to have you, out in the fields with us or something." And Bill Maher, it's
exactly.
yeah, the show is political satire. It's like
Yeah.
he's given a message, but it's in humor most
Yeah.
times. He gets serious, but it's meant to laugh.
Okay, like Colbert.
And I can read what he says, but he says, like work in the fields, and makes a joke. He goes, a house N-word, meaning he doesn't work in the fields because back in slavery they had there was different sets of slaves, like the working slaves that picked cotton or that worked in the fields, and then the ones in the house who cleaned and who were servants and maids. So it was delivered as a joke. And he clearly regretted it.
And it says, quote here, he said it in the heat of the moment. Now, would you consider Bill Maher a racist?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
he
now,
dates black women. I've seen
that's
him
what I'm saying.
around LA.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And but so what I'm saying, can that same logic apply to PewDiePie for saying something? He's obviously, I don't see any I don't see real anger. I just see
Yeah,
that's what I asked about. Has PewDiePie displayed any other forms of racist acts? Has he done anything else that's racist?
He's made some
the N-word once.
Like I said, he's made some jokes that were not really that funny, and it got him in trouble earlier because he did the sign.
So he's done multiple things that were racist,
but they've been in humor, and we've determined that Bill Maher.
So he's insensitive to it then.
That's what I said. That's what I said originally. I said he cannot be racist if he hasn't done actual racist things and he doesn't have racist beliefs. Then he could just be insensitive to the fact people are offended by it.
So what do you think? Do you think that people are? Do you think just normal people are kind of grandstanding when they say I'm just appalled by the
Well, you know what? I don't know. It's kind of a different setting. The way Bill Maher said it.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
He was almost mocking someone that would say it.
Yeah.
They both used it they both used it not that seriously, but still differently somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like PewDiePie kind of used it seriously.
I think
in the heat of the gamers,
Yeah.
PewDiePie's moment, he was upset with someone. He was being himself. He wasn't telling a joke. He was playing a video game and he got upset with someone and he decided to use that word.
Yeah.
So that means that he uses that word freely outside of when he's not being, live or when he's not live streaming. That just means he uses that word on occasion or uses that freely.
Do you think that he uses that word all the time, or just gaming?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not there.
I think it's fairly clear. I think it would safe to say that he's used that before gaming. Maybe not live streaming, but he's used that before gaming.
Because it kind of just slipped out. And
I'm sure he was in the middle of the game when you're playing a video game.
He
I'm
forgot
sure
he was
in
on
the moment
camera.
and you're playing and you use a word that you use anyway, and then but you're on live stream, people watching, you're like, oh fuck, I shouldn't say that on air because people are actually watching right now.
I think that just it's really easy nowadays. I feel that these terms, these names, this name calling thing has gotten it's gotten kind of out of hand where they're just willing to call anyone a racist for a dissenting opinion sometimes. And so
call you a racist for
call
dissenting?
oh, you're a sexist, or you're a bigot, or you're a racist,
for
or
an
you're
opinion,
a homophobe,
for saying an opinion. Can you give me an example?
Yeah, if you didn't support the women's march, right? Because it was basically around abortion, and abortion isn't.
It was basically what?
It was based around defunding Planned Parenthood, right?
Okay.
So, and there are women that disagree with Planned Parenthood, right? And so what I'm saying is that but yet they would call you sexist if you weren't for the women's march. So what I'm saying is that the terms
abortion is a really difficult topic because you have women who oppose abortion as well.
That's what I'm saying.
It's hard to say you're sexist because you're generalizing women in general. I mean, you are when you say you don't want freedom of choice for women or the right to choose, you're taking women's rights away. But there are a set of women who think you're murdering a living being. So it's hard to generalize it as sexist. But pick something else.
Okay, how about this?
So that's not so.
Things what the point I'm trying to get to is that I feel like calling someone a racist it's an overused thing to call someone, and when there's an actual act of racism, people are gonna.
Yeah, it's like a boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, they're not gonna take it as seriously as so you always go back to that. So
and also,
what I'm saying is that we should be careful to call these people racists. I mean, I'm not talking about PewDiePie in general, but I'm talking about just if someone that disagrees with you on a certain policy or whatever it is, be weary to call them a racist. Be weary to call them something is. It usually means that you can't. If they're not being that, it usually means you just can't articulate your ideas enough to convince them.
So you're just putting them in. You're just gonna put them in this. You're just gonna put them in this box, and then you're not going to be able to have a real discussion.
I would really like for you guys to give me an opinion on this.
And then you're not going to be
Can
able
we
to
think of a
not opinion. I mean, give me an example. I'm sorry. Give me
an example?
So I can have like a better
like say
understanding.
you just say one thing bad about a
Give me
certain
an example, please.
policy, and then
Give me an example. He just said that
Okay,
exact
let-
thing.
and
let's
then
talk about-
they're going to put you in the box, and you're not going to be able to have a
he
conversation.
just said that exact same thing. I need an example.
Okay, why don't we do
Give me a
this?
specific example.
Say, did you hear the newest, like the Black Lives Matter, like requests from white people?
The Black Lives request
From
of white
like,
people.
It's like give your home away to a black family and go live somewhere. It's like they're ridiculous requests. Honestly, they're ridiculous. And so if you say that,
Yeah,
or
if you even say what you just
disagree with
said.
that, there would be a bunch of people that say, "Oh, you're racist because you disagree with that." You don't think Black Lives Matter? It's like, of course, Black Lives Matter. We're talking about like
I don't know
the
what
specific.
You could
I
still
don't
be
know.
on.
I don't know the specific thing you're saying about Black
Like he's
Lives
saying
Matter.
you could still
We're
be on-
requesting that you give your house
He's
away?
saying you could still be on the side of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But you just disagree with one of their,
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
and then you should be able to critique that one
Without being
thing
called
without
something.
being called something.
And I'll read
so
some
then
black.
you can
100%.
make it better since you can
100%.
actually
Here
conversate.
are the
100%.
here are the actual requests from Black
According
Lives
to
Matter.
who?
No. Look,
The actual thing. According to who? Leo Weekly.
this is an actual. It's just copy and pasted what they.
Did they?
This is the request. Yeah. Here,
They
10 requests
copied
from
and
Black Lives
pasted.
Matter, yeah.
Why can't you go to Black Lives Matter website then?
Okay. Should I? I don't know. Like what should I go to?
Wait,
I just want
Can
to
we
make sure.
stay
I
on the
want to make
pre-
sure you go to a credible website. Like I don't know what Leo Weekly
This
is.
this has been like I'll be able to tell if this has been consistent. This has been
Okay.
this is like a thing.
Go.
Okay? So it says, white people, if you don't have any descendants, will your property to a black or brown family, preferably one that lives in a generational poverty.
see, I'm afraid to even have this conversation because people might just be like, "Oh, these are three."
This is
three
the
white
problem
dudes.
because whenever you call someone a racist, it just shuts down the conversation. And people and we really need to I think we need to stop doing that. I think that it's like it's shutting down speech. Because trust me, when people get quiet and people just are afraid to speak, that's when bad shit happens. I promise you, man. It's like that's when you want actual. Say there's an act
Is that
like
a threat?
No, what I'm saying bad shit happens is that people start being secretive. People start creating secret underground groups.
Hold on. Can I just say something?
Yeah,
real quick?
yeah.
You're actually worried about having this conversation
Yeah,
because you're
talking
worried
about Black Lives Matter.
Be-
Three white dudes. They were gonna be like, "Oh, that's just like some like racist podcast." The alt-right guys.
So you're.
Yeah, and let
Hold on,
me
so-
tell you right now.
Hold on. Can I?
We need to say this. If we're gonna be talking about Black Lives Matter, let me tell you, we completely denounce anything to do with KKK or the alt right. Just
I think
saying.
it's very
that.
clear. If you
Okay.
watch the first,
it's
you know
obviously
that-
clear. Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually worried about when you said that you're being you're being honest. You're actually
Yeah, I
worried
mean,
about
I'm
having this
not like really concerned, but
Well, you said
it
you're
is a
concerned.
thought.
It's
yeah,
a
it is a
thought.
thought that
and
when
concern in what way?
I already said it.
You didn't. You're
Being-
worried someone's gonna
being
message you on
labeled.
Instagram and say you're a racist.
Being
no,
labeled.
No.
I want to hear exactly.
I'm not like personally afraid. I'm just saying like
You gave it. You basically said that you personally were worried to have this conversation.
yeah, but I'm not afraid of my like well-being. I mean, I'm just.
So then, what are you worried about?
I'm just like whatever our podcast.
That people are gonna comment on our podcast and be like,
Not-
"You guys are a bunch of racists."
No, I don't care
If
about
they
the
do,
confrontational
let 'em-
part
let 'em
of it.
fucking say
I'm
that
not
because
talking about the
because-
Yes,
confrontation.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to the point.
Oh.
If they want to say that you're racist, let's let them say that. If people don't want to have a conversation with you, you want to call you a racist, then have a conversation with someone else. who's
No,
willing
I'm
to have
just
the
saying it's
conversation.
ridiculous that people will call you a racist that quickly.
That is
Sure.
yeah, that's the point.
Then
yeah.
they don't. Okay, then screw them. Then they don't have the
No,
mental
no,
capabilities
no,
of having a conversation
No,
with
but
you.
don't say screw them because then now you're putting them in the box too. Like we're trying to tell
No, I'm not putting them in any box. I'm just gonna say then you don't
You're
have the
writing-
mental capabilities of having a conversation with me.
No, you're writing them off.
No, not
So
writing them
those
off.
people, we should just hope that they change and become more in the middle instead of.
So don't put them over there. You're gonna still have a conversation.
you're
and hope
doing the
they're gonna
same
change.
thing they're doing, just writing them off. Oh, they're racist.
No, no.
Oh, they're dumb.
No, I'm
oh,
not
screw
calling
them.
No, I'm not calling them anything. I'm just saying, okay, you want to call me racist, then we don't have anything else to talk about. Because you want to end the conversation with me a racist.
Or you can
That's
explain
them-
to them how their thinking is not right.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I
And-
find it funny that you said you're actually worried about having this conversation. That's all.
So okay,
I
but
found that funny.
so what was interesting to me is
go ahead. So,
I was researching. I just wanted to hit on a few. I don't want to spend too much time on the BLM thing, but I wanted to go into this.
we didn't read the 10 things. We told people we're going to read the 10 things.
Oh, you want me to actually go through them?
I mean, just quickly.
White
said,
people, if you're inheriting property you intend to sell upon acceptance, give it to a black or brown family. You're bound to make that money in some other white privileged way. If you are a developer or realty owner of multifamily housing, build a sustainable complex in a black or brown blighted neighborhood and let black and brown people live in it for free. White people, if you can afford to downsize, give up the home you own to a black or brown family, preferably a family from a. I don't. This is like so ridiculous. I'm not going to.
I don't know.
Yeah, like is that true?
I don't know if this is real.
It is.
It seems kind of ridiculous.
Anyway, have you heard of moral panics?
Moral panics?
There have been a few moral panic. Yeah. Where like moral panics. I'll read you the concept of it because so this is off of criminology. This is from the Oxford Research Encyclopedia. So moral panic. It's the concept of a moral panic was.
You gonna read that whole thing?
Nope. In the United Kingdom in the early 1960s, principally by Stan Cohen, initially for the purpose of analyzing the definition of and social reaction to youth subcultures as a social problem. So a
moral panic. Can you give me an example of a moral
people
panic?
like the
examples.
satanic panic or whatever. Like I can even show it to you. Like satanic panic, where people were.
Satanic panic in the attic.
Can you give me a recent?
Yes,
A recent one?
This was in the 1980s. Satanic ritual abuse was the subject of a moral panic that originated in the United States in the 1980s, spreading throughout the country and eventually to many parts of the world by the late 1990s. Allegations of SRA involved reports of physical and sexual abuse. So basically, people thought that that this was going to spread like wildfire, and I think this is happening today.
What was it?
It was. I can keep reading.
Okay, so it's people that are afraid that something is going to spread, some sort of weird cultural thing,
like the Red Scare, like where I guess communism, like they were scared that communism was going to spread. The moral panic we're experiencing now. I would say would be probably the and anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm making shit up right now, but I think it would be identity politics. I think identity politics is the new moral panic, where everyone is so terrified of being labeled something that they're not going to speak up. They're not going to say anything, and we're out of battery, and we're out of battery.
We're out of battery.
We're out of memory.
So it just completely stopped recording.
Just completely stopped recording. Yep. So guys, we're back. Sorry about that. The video went out for 2 seconds. Memory card went out.
We're sorry. We're new to this.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was I think that the identity politics is the new moral panic. Everyone's afraid of everyone's afraid of saying their opinion because they're so terrified of being labeled something. Yeah. So I think this is like,
I don't know, where are you guys getting this stuff from? That's why I need opinions when you say these things. Can you give me an opinion? Not opinion. Why I keep saying opinion? Can you give me an example?
An example? What do you mean example?
Give me an example of a politician that's not saying how he feels because he's worried of being labeled something.
You see it more in
a politician.
You see it more
he said
in
politics.
Okay, here's a perfect example, right? You see it in the Hollywood. Okay,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's really bad in Hollywood. It's like
can you give me an example?
Look at oh my God, what's her? Tom Cruise's.
Kate Hudson?
Kate Hudson. No. What's
his
her
ex-wife?
name? His ex-wife.
Katie Holmes?
Not Katie Holmes.
Nicole Kidman?
Yes. Nicole Kidman
Tesla?
says... Gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
She says...
I just say he's now elected and we as a country need to support who's ever the president because that's what the country's based on. And however that happened, he's there and let's go.
And band together and try to hope he does well. She said something to that effect, and she was like that was the most horrible thing that she was kind of destroyed.
Oh, people
by
automatically
by
thought
the
she was
industry.
on his side.
It was just insane.
Well, she's not American, first off.
Okay.
So she doesn't. She's giving her opinion from the outside.
I don't think that made any difference.
But it didn't
I
make
think it
any-
did
but-
because
but-
she
no, it
because
doesn't- it
she
doesn't make-
because she's basically saying from an outside point, like, you guys got this president, instead of fighting and saying not my president and all this stuff and doing all these things, you guys should try to just work it out. And like see
the
what you-
reaction was still the same, and in that world, like, it's just like they just like had a huge problem with that, and it was not even extreme. I mean, if you want to keep acting like this crazy
Okay.
extreme, you're gonna push people to fringe movements.
Okay, so you
It's
so you
dangerous.
say so hold on. So you said there was this big outrage and people were really upset about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is she not getting movies anymore? Is she not acting?
Not the point.
I don't know. But
It is the
it's-
point.
It's
He just said people are worried about saying that stuff because there's gonna be all this backlash and outrage. But yeah, people are allowed to get upset by people's
They are,
comments.
but the
does that
problem
mean
is-
so she's like now she's done acting? She's never gonna get any job.
I guarantee you, she will not tell whatever. She won't tell the true way she feels again.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
And other people are going to see how much
I'm sure
backlash.
we could look up. I'm sure we
Yeah.
could look up things in the past that she said that have been a little bit, that people disagree with.
But that wasn't even bad. It wasn't even like what she said wasn't even
Sure,
like
yeah,
bad.
of course not. But we need to be sensitive
Here
to
you go,
people's- the way people feel about it. If they want to be upset,
let me tell you
them
what
be
this is gonna
upset.
do.
I
Let me
know,
tell you
but
what
there
this
could
is
be
gonna
an
do.
overly upset to be like.
Overly upset in your opinion.
But here's the problem.
No, I mean I'm saying you could be like objectively overly upset.
In your opinion.
No, I'm saying objectively because they're just they have an ulterior motive. So they're being extra upset to show you this.
People on
ulterior-
Twitter,
Yeah.
like just people at home.
I don't know
are
who these
offended by
people
her-
are.
Well, hey,
when he says,
I can
when he
tell you
says
this,
they,
dude.
when you say they, can I just say when you say they, you mean just like people on Twitter or people on social media?
Yeah, that's
people
what I've
online,
asked them this 3 times today.
right? You mean the internet? You mean people just commenting?
Yes, comment. But I also mean
These aren't like.
But I also mean like like big producers, big directors, big people having like a complete meltdown over what she said. And
Meltdown.
bro, I'm appalled. I can't believe. I mean, it's like, okay, let's relax for just a moment and let's save something that you should be appalled for, like the beheading of someone, a mass murder. You're
how about-
appalled at this ridiculously light statement.
How about we not tell people how they should feel about something that someone says?
Okay, you know what this is a good analogy is?
Sure.
In soccer when they fall down after they get tapped.
Can't stand that.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking
That's it.
about.
Yeah, that is exactly
That's
what's
what these
going
people
on.
are doing.
That's a perfect example.
Thanks, man.
That's a perfect example.
Yes.
They're in a fucking soccer game. How is that a perfect example? They're kicking a fucking ball
A perfect
around to shoot
analogy.
in a fucking net.
A perfect analogy.
It is.
How is that a perfect analogy? They're fucking kicking a ball and kicking into a net.
They're being
And-
overly dramatic to gain some sort of advantage.
Exactly.
But I'm not
So
saying
what
all
are the
these
people
are-
at home who are writing on Twitter and writing on social media that they're so upset? What is their motive? What is their
Because-
motive behind that?
because
Please.
they want to be virtuous. They want to look like they're the good, morally superior.
I'm
Hold on,
better
hold
than
on,
you.
hold on.
I'm better than you.
Or you know what?
Yeah.
Or you know what? Or you know what? They're probably offended or upset.
Yeah, for sure. And
Probably just upset.
I don't think they're that upset. They're not that. Trust me, they're like this. They're probably this on Twitter. And then they go, okay, I'm gonna go. You guys want to go to Starbucks? Okay, yeah, cool. And then
Yeah.
they go, oh, I'm on Twitter. Ah! And they go,
I'm sure.
let's go.
I'm sure some of them do that, but that doesn't discredit all the ones who are actually upset.
Okay, but let me tell you
yeah, and
something.
I don't want to discredit any of them.
But that's what you're fucking doing.
But let me tell you
No, I'm
something.
not. I'm talking
you're-
about the overly people.
If your 2-year-old
There's
has
a
a
bunch of-
temper tantrum,
how many of those are overly?
if your
I don't know
2-year-old
how
has a
many of
temper
them.
tantrum,
How many
are
are
you
overly
gonna
upset?
bend? Are you gonna legitimize the temper tantrum, or are you gonna say you're acting like a child?
What's the tantrum? What's the temper tantrum about?
She wants a toy.
Okay, so
So
of course.
she has a meltdown. It's like you don't acknowledge it. You don't say this is right. You should feel like this.
I don't think.
Yeah, good
Nicole
point.
Kidman's. I don't think Nicole Kidman's comments about.
I don't
about
think
Donald
Nicole's
Trump
kidneys-
are the same as like 2-year-old wanting a toy.
It's an analogy.
Throwing it. No, either. But these are bad analogies that you guys are using.
No, the
Okay,
best
but-
analogy was about the
but
soccer.
You know what the whole point is that the thing you guys are missing is that you guys think you should are allowed to tell people how upset they're allowed to be about
No,
something.
I'm
No,
not.
that's not. It's
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
We're
so just
tired of
listen,
the-
hold on.
Yeah.
So there's people that are rightfully so upset, and I'm in that category too. I'm not insensitive to those people, but then I'm saying there's another group of people which is probably smaller, and
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, most
Probably.
likely, definitely smaller.
I said probably.
I don't know. I think
Definitely.
actually the majority.
So okay. We can okay. Hold on. That are overly upset, like the soccer player or like the child having the temper tantrum. That is not cool. We shouldn't be just like, oh,
You shouldn't be like
but
coddling that.
I know
type
where's
of
the
behavior.
line?
And how do
Where's
we-
the line between regularly upset and overly upset?
Okay, can you just well, how about this?
Look at how
So you're
companies are
right.
reacting
How about
to
this?
this mob
So-
type of mentality.
So what are you gonna do about the people who get overly upset?
I don't know.
Ignore
I'm just
them.
complaining about it right
Cool.
now.
Then it,
I'm
ignore
just
them.
complaining about it.
I'm trying to say, is that be careful with what you label people. Be careful with what you attach to someone else and how outraged you get over some things, because there's no room to go. If you're like completely appalled at something that is, it's like, yeah, it's distasteful. It was a mistake. It was fucking a stupid joke. Don't get so outraged at like where do you?
Well, the only way to get rid of issues like that is to get upset.
So get upset at what?
It's to get like the only way to fix issues is for something to happen and for people to show that they're angry and upset about it. If people don't show you that they're upset and angry about it, then people aren't going to change. People are going to keep. PewDiePie is going to keep using the N-word on fucking live streaming because no one said anything. Because you guys are like, hey, relax. Like he's gaming. Don't use that word. He's fine. Let him use that word. He's
I'm
fine.
not saying that about
Let him use that
PewDiePie.
word. It's
I'm
no
not
big
saying that
deal.
about
You guys
PewDiePie.
shouldn't be upset about that.
No, we're
I'm
not
not
saying
saying
that
that
at
about
all. No
PewDiePie.
one's saying that at all. What we're saying is that.
But you guys didn't hear? Did you guys get my point? The only way you're gonna fix these things is if people are upset and show you that they're upset.
Anyway, guys, this has been the KAP Show. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment. Let us know your feelings. Let us know your thoughts.
Snake eating.
I'm
its own
tired
tail.
after this one.
The KAP Show.
I say here is that if he's on the left side, right? So if he's on the left side, right? So if he's on the left side, right?